Guys on TikTok, give me 2 seconds, I'll sort out that picture. I'm just trying to fix this, 1 second. Appreciate that, MUFC. Thanks so much. Hope everyone's good. Just getting in a bit of last minute practice before heading to Belfast tomorrow. I don't know if you can order that yet, Josh. Double check on 8Ball Direct's website. I'm going to assume you can, but I'm not 100% sure. Practice frame, always the first frame. First balls I've hit today, so I'm not going to count this frame if I get a reverse dish or not. Happy Halloween to those of you who celebrate Halloween. God, that's a bad shot. Get anything into that. Terrible. Alright, well I'll carry on potting the yellows just again because it's the first balls I potted today. I'm putting the white down. If you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Going to be here for an hour and a half or so. I'll be making some head camera episodes today, so you get to see the behind the scenes of those. And again, just getting a little bit of practice in before I go to Belfast tomorrow. Filming content all weekend in Belfast. Shot. Alright. Any balls trying to pop balls better, just keep practicing potting balls, mate. It's the way you get better at them. Quick question, when I have been looking at the videos, it seems you aim at the centre of the cue ball and then strike to the left with English. Yeah. So this is called cueing across a ball. It's not something you should be learning. It's a habit I picked up as a kid. Having researched it a little bit more, I'm guessing because I'm left eye dominant, my brain basically thinks I'm hitting straight, but I'm actually hitting towards my left eye, if that makes sense. And because I don't correct, so someone who's generally one eye dominant will tend to move the cue towards that dominant eye. So if you watch someone like Aaron Davies, he cues completely on one side of his chin. There are some snooker players who do it, who don't have it right in the middle of their chin, who actually go towards their dominant eye. I guarantee if I started cueing like that and putting my head on the other side of the cue, I'll probably start cueing straight, but it's how I've learned to play. It doesn't work, it wouldn't work for anyone really, apart from me. Would it be beneficial if I stopped doing it? Yeah, for sure, but I'm not going to I'm not going to stop doing it because I'm not trying to become the best player in the world, so I'm fine as long as I can pop balls. That's all that matters. My biggest thing, the most important thing for me is that my lower back's good. Like, my lower back's had issues in the past. As long as I can bend over to play a shot, I don't care how I sight a ball. It's the least of my worries. All right, what are we doing here then? What would you go, reds or yellows? Write in the chat. Reds or yellows? There's definitely a chance for clearance here. Interesting. It definitely doesn't have to be reds, but I wouldn't be going reds here. I think a lot of people are seeing those three up there and thinking that's an issue, but you've got a dead straight plant to the corner. This yellow goes past that red. You've got this one to the middle, this one to the middle, and this one to the corner, the corner there. With reds, this ball you have to play long. This ball isn't great based on where this ball is. This ball isn't great, really. You could land here and play it in the middle, but I don't know, I just feel like these three could be awkward, whereas the yellows, because those three up table aren't really a problem, I probably would lean towards going yellows. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll probably mess up. Let's see it. It's all about the first shot. Need to land there. If I land there, it should be going over. That should be it. So I can just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully. Cool. Alright, first frame done. Best. Thanks so much, Goofy. Is it? No worries, Simon. I appreciate the question. I think it was you who asked the question. I appreciate that. Yes, how we doing? Long time no see, Karen. Good to see you, mate. How we doing, GC? Are you going to be in Newcastle? Not Newcastle, Blackpool. All right, let's go. So that's 1-0. I'll do one more of those and then I'm going to film some head camera content for you guys to see live. And it's going to be head camera content specifically for YouTube. It won't be ones on TikTok. So if you want to see it and you're watching from TikTok, be sure to sub to my YouTube channel. Well, that was kind of handy that yellow went up there and knocked that the black and the red out. What colour would you go, reds or yellows? Write it in the chat. Oh, fair enough, mate. I play on the Ultimate Pool Challenge series. Not very well, but I play on it. Yeah, what colour would you guys go here? I think really you've kind of been forced into going yellows just because you don't have a first red. The yellows, it's all, well, this yellow goes, but it's all about breaking that yellow out, which is the hardest thing to do on the whole table. That yellow is also not great. This yellow isn't great either, really. It's all a bit of a mess, so not very confident with this one. See if we can manufacture something. If I can leave a good angle from this ball, I'd be tempted to try and screw straight into that, but I'd have to be right on the cushion to do that, because that yellow is not very... Actually, no, that's not a good idea. Let's try and move that yellow, just push it towards the corner a little bit. The reason why I did that is just to potentially leave something like this, an angle where I can go into this yellow. If it was right in the jaws, I could have potted this, and then that ball is something I could maybe have used as a plant for one of these, or just something I could have screwed into this yellow, which I'm going to try and do. Am I going to do it straight away? No, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to go into this red. Yeah, I'm going to move that red because I don't like that, and then that frees up this yellow a little bit. Wow. It's the second frame, what can I say? Alright, well, we've got to come up with something now. Got to go for a plant double, so I've got to play this as a plant. I don't think it goes. I think I hit the red. Alright, no, instead what I'm going to do is play this, left-hand side, hit this cushion and try and carom-billiard that yellow into that corner. And what it should do is free up this, and if I pot that, then I should be leaving myself a shot. Ugh, God, that was awful. Alright, anyway, 1-1. It's only the second frame, so I can't complain. When you cue from a rail between the fingers, what decides whether you use a funnel or guide? Whatever's comfortable. You'll find that you'll just get used to having your hand in a certain way whenever you're cueing any shot. So basically, there's an optimal way to play pool, but really, if you can pop balls and move the white ball around the table and keep control, it doesn't matter what you do. There is an optimal way of doing it, because the more kind of, let's say, the more professional and more like Rolls-Royce cue action you've got, the more likelihood you'll have of following the rules of like keeping control. But some of the best players in the world have weird things that they do with their cue action. So just do what works for you. Find something comfortable, repetitive. It's all about repetition at the end of the day. Like me trying to repeat potting a ball off the break, which I can't do very often. Anyway, does the bridge hand matter? Again, comfort is the most important thing. Repetition is arguably the second most important thing. And then whether it looks good or not is irrelevant. Okay, what would you guys do here, reds or yellows? Again, there's only one answer. I'll see if you guys can get it right. Go ahead. Yeah, man. Got a lot of games that weekend. I've got 5 matches in 3 days, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you can only go reds here. This is a straight plant, so I'm not too worried about these two, whereas this is awful. Very difficult to break out. I also don't like this yellow. The worst red on the table, arguably this one. So you want to get on that early, I would say. The one that gets you on the black, you could actually have an argument for leaving that as the last ball. Yeah, I might do. Right, so here's the order, if I can get it right anyway. The order is going to go 1, 2, play the plant, probably move that red to there, screw back to here, play this. I don't want to leave that red there, but I think it's just going to go there based on the angle if I land from this red. From there, I will pop that, just come back to here, pop this, come to there, pop that, move to there, pop a black, something like that. I'm actually going to play to leave the plant straight, although it does mean hampered queuing. What do I want to risk? Do I want to risk leaving that red tide? Basically, to leave the plant straight, I'm going to be hampered. I'm going to do it anyway, but what I mean by hampered is this yellow's in the way. It just makes it ever so slightly harder. It's not too difficult, but just more can go wrong. I'm going to screw back and hope to leave the other red exactly where that red is. The worst case scenario, obviously I don't want it to move behind the yellow, but worst case it moves to there. As long as I can still pot it from this yellow, that's fine. I'm going to screw back and have this as kind of like insurance. Okay, so I had a feeling that red would punch over to there. Absolutely fine. I'll do it exactly the way that I said before. Pop this ball followed by that ball. The hard thing about this finish now is landing from this ball into a space like that to have that ball next in 2 shots time. Got to screw straight back to there. Got to land there. If I land there, it should be finished. And we'll play this with right hand side, come off the cushion. And then I want to make sure I leave an angle on this last red. I don't want to be straight on it because then I've got to double the black in there. So I want to leave the red this kind of angle. I'll just make sure of it. I'll run around just to make sure of the right angle. I am slightly off straight here, so I'm moving towards the red, but I think I should be able to end up somewhere like that, worst case. As long as I leave an angle on it. Problem with this is I've got to play it soft and it could roll off. Or I could just play it like an absolute bell end and miss it. Anyway. We move on. To use an ultimate pool cue, it's my backup cue. I do recommend the ultimate pool master cue to people who are looking for like a good first cue. But yeah. It should be coming out soon though. Should be coming out soon. I'll let you know. Just keep an eye out for it. There are 4 more episodes in this series of pool table reviews. I'll keep you posted. My current cue is a 20-year-old Q-Craft cue I've had since I was 18. 38. Appreciate the pumpkin there. Thanks so much. Should we make a head camera video? Let's go one more. Should have made a head camera episode. Alright, again, write down the colour in the chat. What would you go for? Reds or yellows? Name of a table. The name of the table is a supreme winner. Remember, look at the bad balls, don't just look at the good balls. There's an argument for going, they're both bad. There's an argument to say they're both bad. It's probably quite a low percentage finish, but I've got to go for it. Otherwise, what would the name of the channel be without me going something? Right. Obviously, you've got one major problem with reds, which is this one. This red isn't too much of a problem. If you can break that red out and land here, you're on this red, but landing on that red might be difficult after that. So reds in general, these 3 aren't great. With yellows, this isn't a problem. I'd say the hardest thing with yellows is going to be the black and this yellow. So those two versus these three, what's the biggest problem? It's what out of those six balls, which of those are the best ones to break out this and potentially break out these or land good on those? That's what you got to decide. So I'm currently just trying to decide. And I think I'm going to go reds. The reason why, or am I? I don't even know why I'm spending too much time on this because I'm not going to get a finish, but the challenge of yellows is there. The thing with reds, you would play this ball first to try and move that, knowing that you might leave yourself on that, right? But I'm going to go yellows. I fancy the challenge. This is going to be a double. This one I've got to land there. I could potentially land there, but it's, yeah, only just goes past that red, I think. I'm going to miss his first ball, watch. Okay, I could try and play for this position now. It's probably wise I do. That yellow does go past that red. If I make it, then I leave myself that, which leaves me the choice of double or that. The black then potentially would go into here afterwards. So I'm going to try and land there. I'll put the piece of chalk down. That's where I'm trying to get. A few inches more would have been good, but it's fine. There's an option to go here and go into this red, but if you don't, and to open up this yellow, but if you don't get it right, you're not going to land on the yellow. So I've got to take this difficult cut. The problem is it's only really 3/4 pocket. That red is very much there. I'm going to try and land here just to leave myself this shot next. Why is there someone with a chainsaw outside? Someone's definitely dressed up as a Texas Chainsaw Massacre person outside my building. Can you guys hear that? That's mental. It's 10 o'clock at night. Oh no, it's the roadworks. Fucking idiots. That's annoying. Sorry guys, if you can hear someone angle, what is it, an angle grinder? If you can hear that person doing that, I apologise. It's the people who fix the roads. Alright, so what do we do here? Do we try and break the black out now? Don't need to really. Probably ideal if I do, but I don't need to. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna play this ball to there. Play this ball. Can you guys hear that? Is it really bad? Is it like really loud? Let me know. Play this ball next, screw back to there, play this as a double, and just stun into the red or leave myself here for the black. Mate, it's so loud for me, jeez. Don't this guy know that we're live right now? Unreal. He obviously doesn't watch Tackle, but needs to get his priorities sorted. Why are you working at 10 o'clock at night, mate? You should be watching on TikTok. Might have to go treble based on this angle. Already tell. Yeah, so I'm just going to try and punch into the red and treble this in there. Oh, don't go too far. Don't go too far, cue ball. Good stuff. How we going, Dob? Good to see you, mate. Well, there goes my plan to do any GoPro footage because I can't I can't film anything with that noise in the background. How are we doing, Adam? It's good to see you, buddy. If you guys have got any questions, feel free to ask. Bo, how you doing, bud? Cheers, Kano. Yeah, all good, man. Actually, I'm meaning to respond to you about your message. We'll definitely get a match organised. I'm in London for a locals tournament match soon. I can give you a shout if you want, and then you can play me after that game. I'll just keep going, lads. Just ruin the night. Yeah, just turn it back on. Why not? Unbelievable. Wow. What was that? All right. Well, I'm not going to give you guys the option because we're going up. They're doing roadworks outside my building at 10:10 at night. Mental. But whatever. We're going yellows because can't even think straight. But we're going yellows. Don't know why, but we are. Because they're better. They're better than the reds. Tell you what was not good was that shot. Where'd you try and land? Did you try and hit the black? Try and run into the black maybe? Try and hit the black. Or go past it. Just go past it then. Problem with this angle, very high likelihood you leave yourself no shot on the black. I'll take that. Why do I stand up? So I can transfer my body weight forwards into the shot. Again, it's not recommended, and my brakes aren't great, but it allows me more power. If I stay low on the brake, I just tend not to get through the ball as much. Sound isn't coming through as bad, I appreciate that, Si. It's probably because that end, you guys are on this end, and the sound's coming from out there. So the guys on TikTok, although I've put a speaker next to the TikTok thing, they're the ones who can hear it worse, I guess. Alright, again, I can't. I wanted to make head camera episodes tonight, but I can't. Unbelievable. I'm good, thank you. How are you? That is 2 clearances in a row. I think it's 3-2, I want to say. I'll put the score up. I've had 5 games, I've had 3 dishes. Well, 2 break dishes and 1 reverse dish. And I've missed 2 balls. Let's keep going. Alright, if I could just bottle that break, I'd be very happy in life. What would you guys go for here? And I'll tell you why you wouldn't go for one versus the other. Well, I guess it's how confident you are with your potting. But really, if you're trying to make a clearance, your potting should be the first thing that is like, should be the easiest thing about your game. It's like driving a car. The first thing you learn is how to do like the steering wheel, the gears, if you drive a manual car, the gears, the indicator, and then you eventually start to look at the road. And then when you're driving now, if you've learned how to drive, you don't think about all those things because you're just focusing on the road. Really, potting is like learning how to steer the car. It should be just second nature. And then eventually focusing on the road is like pattern play. Look at that analogy. Boom. You won't get that in a coaching manual. Right, yellows are the ball, I think. The reason why, 4 reds there. This is your last red. Getting from the 4th red to there is probably just a little bit difficult. So we're going yellows. If you're confident making this long pot versus that. Alright, so the order now, should be able to figure out an order here. This is probably my last ball. So I'm going to go 1 to there, play 2 to there, 3, stun out to here, 4, leave a dead straight shot on that yellow, 5, and then land here, 6. But there's a couple of balls you could probably choose from first. We're going this one. Now it's just a case of keeping the cue ball within a 2-inch radius of where I hit the object ball each time, apart from the ball after this one. I move it to about there, so it's moving more about a foot. Just want to make sure I leave a nice, easy straight shot, so I'm rolling forwards by ½ an inch. I'm going to play this with a bit of power, just to leave the cue ball dead where the yellow is. If I rolled this through to get straighter on the black, which some people have a tendency to do, and play it slow, it's just missable. Alright, 3 in a row that. Why haven't I got my... Well, I'll tell you what, I could put the head camera on now, but I'll start to miss. I might put the head camera on. As soon as I miss a frame, I'm going to put the head camera on. I think the guys outside have finished doing all their work, so... Highest breaking snooker, I've had a 126 in practice and a 108 in a match. But I grew up playing snooker. I gave up when I was 19, just because it was honestly too difficult. And I travelled and I worked abroad, then moved abroad in my 20s, and then picked pool back up in my 30s, and I've been doing it since. Cheers, Jock. Again, if you guys have got any questions, feel free to ask. Let's get another one. 3 on the bounce. Can we get 4? Alright, again, write the colour you would go, reds or yellows. Write it in the chat. There's an obvious colour choice here, I think. There's one bad ball, there's one not so good ball, but yeah. Alright, I'll answer it for you. The reason why you wouldn't go yellows is because of this yellow. Also, these 2 yellows aren't great and the black isn't great, so you're going reds every day of the week. First red, either this one or this one, probably this one. You don't want to go into the yellow too, like you don't want to hit the yellow too much and get the cue ball going over here though. You don't want to play with too much power. Just enough to get the red to go in the pocket, obviously. And if I can leave myself here, I don't think I can hold good position for this, so I'm probably going to come back for this ball. Probably end up a little bit further over than where I am now to be able to play this ball next. Might even be missing the yellow altogether here. Why did I hit it at that speed? Frick. What a bellend. Thing is, I knew it was going to happen. As soon as I lined up, I was like, you're going to hit this and it's going to stay. Alright, let's get the head camera back on then, shall we? let's get that head camera on. Let's make a video for YouTube. Specifically for YouTube. So if you guys want to see, if you want to see the finished product from this video, you've got to sub to my YouTube channel. Just set the GoPro up. This is basically a behind the scenes look at how I film my head camera episodes, where you see me like clear the table and talk through what I'm doing. I'll show you exactly how I do it. Is learning patterns in pool something that comes with time? Yes. It's the last thing you should worry about. There's kind of a general order of what you would learn in pool, like the major things. Hitting the cue ball in the middle. Thanks so much for subbing. Hitting the cue ball in the middle is just in general, being able to put the cue on your hand and hit the ball is number one. Then potentially learning where to hit the object ball is number two. These are all up for debate, to be honest. Then it goes kind of backspin, topspin, I guess. You're still not learning side spin. Side spin is one of the last things you'd learn. If you're a beginner, don't worry about side spin. Everyone says, how do you play side spin? Irrelevant. Pot balls in the middle of the ball. Until you can make that 10 times out of 10, every time you're potting, that's when you start to learn side spin. Then you start to learn cue ball positioning, and then you start to learn pattern play. Yeah, so it's kind of like an order like that. I think the problem with a lot of players, especially beginners, is they learn the wrong thing in the wrong order. So they're all like, oh, how do you play side spin before they can even play middle, like playing ball? Like, yeah, just don't get hung up on things like that. Right, so this is how I do my head camera episodes. I'll press record. So we are live now. I say live, we're recording right now. How often do you play plain ball? Very rarely. I pretty much always play with side. Unintentional side, mainly. Let's get a break going. See what happens. Let's get these out of the way. You can't have visual crap in the background of your video. We'll have that out of the way. And then, yeah. Cut. So now I'll talk to you guys about what I'm thinking, and then I'm gonna bring the video back and you'll see me talk about what I'm doing in terms of like shot selection and stuff like that. Just got to pick my order first. This is the worst yellow for sure. Right, I'm definitely going to go yellows. That's not the best yellow out of all of them. This is probably my last yellow to the middle. So I'm not going to talk through the exact order on my head camera. But let's see what we can make happen. I don't really want to move the black too much here, but I am going to try and move the black. Oh, sorry, just give me 2 seconds, guys. Got to start again. I now know my order pretty much, so we'll go from here. Grab the chalk. Alright, so looking at the layout of the balls, we're definitely going to go yellows here. The reasons why I wouldn't go reds, just this one's a little bit difficult. This red doesn't pass this yellow. All of the yellows are in the open. The hard thing about reds is this ball, so I'm going to try and land on that. The hard thing about yellows is this ball, so I'm going to play this ball first, land somewhere like this, and then try and figure out an order between these three, depending on where I land. Right, then I cut the video, and then I go again. Still don't love where this yellow is. And this is, it's a weird shot, it's weird, but I'm going to play that long. Right, so from there I'm going to play, this yellow, screw back to here, and play this yellow next. Only reason why I'm doing this is because I landed dead straight. Could be better. So next I'm going to be playing this yellow into the corner, leaving myself here and having a shot on this yellow next. One good pop. Doesn't help there's a curtain in my backswing. Do I try and go through this gap to land here, or do I cut with right hand side to try and land here? That's the decision. I'm thinking there, but it's got to be a good shot. Right, so next I've got this yellow into the corner. I'm going to play with loads of right hand side and try and come back into a position like this for this ball next. That's too far. I don't think that's so frustrating. Literally half a centimetre to the right and I'd be on this yellow. I don't think I can pot it. Got this one, but I don't want to play it because I didn't say I would do that. Really annoying. Right, so next I've got to try and play this one with left hand side, just to kind of go around the red, straighten up the yellow and land here for this yellow into this middle next. No, that's bollocks. I'm just going to try and pot it. I'm not going to play any side. I'm just going to try and pot it. Right, next. I think I can just about see the potting angle on this yellow. I'm going to try and twist. Right, next. I think I can just about see the potting angle on that yellow. So I'm going to screw it over to here to leave this yellow into the middle next. Please make this ball. Please. I don't think I can, but I'm going to try. Oh my god, not only can I make it, I've fucking hit it thick. Jesus. That's annoying. How do you even do that? Alright, so we'll keep the camera rolling, because obviously I haven't made a video yet, so I've got to keep going. What thought process do you think most average players get wrong in the clearance? I'll tell you what I get wrong in a clearance when I'm in a match, is I don't play the percentages. That's what I do wrong. Would I consider myself average? Yeah, above average, but I'm not anything special. Yeah, that's what I might get wrong. Hence the reason why my channel is called Attack Enable. Just going for everything. But standard beginner decision making. I think overthinking positional play over the pot. Beginners probably do that wrong. They'll think about the positional play more than they will about the pot, and they'll miss an easy pot. Tell me I'm not on that yellow. Fucking that is so annoying because these reds are so easy. Would you guys tell anyone if I moved that white just by a millimetre? It's a guaranteed clearance. I did this one the other day. I did it the other day where basically no one commented on it, but I cheated. And I actively told people in my live stream that I cheated. Would you guys tell anyone? Because I physically can't see any ball right now. Or would you just would you be disappointed at me? I'll tell you what, I do the same. I did this last week and there was one person who commented saying, oh my God, I was there in the live. I saw it happen. You guys have seen me do this. If you see this video make production, I've literally moved that cue ball by a millimetre. In fact, I won't even move it that much, I'll put it back. It's moved by about a millimetre, right? If you see this video, I want you to comment saying, oh, I see what you did there, Si. No one else will know. It will be just ours. It will be our secret. But it's still not a makeable finish. It's still not a guaranteed finish. We'll just see how it goes. Right, so we've got to talk from here. All right, so looking at the layout of the balls, definitely can't go yellows here because I'm tied onto this yellow. All right, looking at the layout of the balls, I definitely can't go yellows here because I'm tied onto this yellow. The only ball that I can see is this red, which is handy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it to here to leave myself this ball to the corner next. Cut now. The next shot you see is me playing the ball. So devious. I love it. Right. Right, next I'm going to play this red into the corner, come through the gap between these two yellows and leave myself here for this ball next. If I mess up though, obviously I won't be using the footage, so let's hope I don't mess up. Don't even need to move this one. This one's in. Right, so next I've got this one to the middle, so what I'm going to do is just play. Right, so let me just look at the angle. Right. Right, so next I've got this one to the middle, so I'm just going to play to leave the cue ball where the red is to have a shot on this one next. From there I can play this red, screw into a position here to leave this one to the middle next. Next shot I'm going to play this ball. Next shot I'm going to play this one into the middle, stun over to here to leave myself a shot on this red to the same pocket. I'll make sure on the angle on this last red. It's got to go there. Right, so next I can play this red, come into a position like this to leave myself an angle on this red to move up table and play the black into the corner. Just come a little bit far. Still doable, but it's just come a little bit further than I would have liked. And I need these students to shut up because this will be picked up on camera. As soon as they go away, then I'll carry on. Right, so I've left myself a little bit more of an angle than I would have liked on this red. Just going to try and play into the cushion, probably flick the yellow and hope to come out for the black. Please make this ball. Please make this ball. This would be so funny. It's missable, but it's makeable. Oh, you twat. Oh, after all that. Oh, well, you guys will never see it. You guys will never see me cheating on live stream. It was harder than it should have been. The red before that, such a poor positional shot. Should never have been anywhere near it. Oh well. It's probably justice. Really, I should have put it back. Imagine if I put that back. Oh, I should have done. That would have been so funny. Which round scope more improves games? Drills or playing better players? Playing players on your similar level, I would say, is number one. Playing better players than you often isn't the right way about it. I would say if you're going to play players in matches, 85% of the time, play players who are on the same level as you. 15% of the time, play players who are better than you. That's just my personal opinion on it. But yeah. All right, let's go again. Can't have a dry break, annoyingly. First one of the day, I think. My head's starting to get a bit warm. Let's take this thing off in a minute. Okay. Come on. Really? So, if you're in the chat still, what Q-tip glue do you use? Basically, the guy who fixes my Q is in the chat on YouTube. Or he was. Don't know if he is. What would you do if all the balls landed like that on the break? What do you mean? If they all landed? Not sure what you saw. What you asked first. Okay, let's get a clearance. Let's get a clearance. I didn't see it, John. Are you able to copy and paste it, mate? Sorry, I was busy talking on that clearance before. I think we've got to go yellows here. I think. But it's not definite. Oh, difficult. Again, I'd have to see it in a match to decide. It's very difficult what I would do there. I don't even know what I'm going to do here. Am I tempted by reds? I might be tempted by reds, you know. No, we're going yellows. Yellows are the smart play. I'd like to leave this ball first, but I think it's my first shot. Or is that my first shot? Yeah, that's my first yellow. Finish these three, move up table, figure out black's going to go in here, I think, from that top one. All right, so looking at the layout of the balls, we're definitely going to be going yellows here. I've got this ball to the corner first, get myself into a position like this for this ball next. Come on, make this shot, please. Fucking hell, man, what are you doing? It's because I'm telling myself, please make this shot. Should have been. It was all about that first ball. Make that first ball and it should have been easy. But I made a pig's ear of it. Annoying. Alright, let's go again. I'm not leaving here until I get one video. One head camera video. That's all I'm trying to get. Kim, what do you do here? Where's that yellow going? Where's that? Bit of a mess. The thing about reds is the first shot's just difficult. Harder than it needs to be. But we're going to go reds. Or am I? Yeah, I'm going reds. Alright, so looking at the layout of the balls, the cue ball isn't in... Alright, so looking at the layout of the balls, the cue ball isn't in the best place for reds, but I am kind of forced into going reds. So I'm going to be playing this one into the middle, trying to run into that yellow to leave myself a choice of this one and this one next. I don't even think I'm going to be hitting this yellow the angle I'm on. Had to play that so slow to hold for that angle. So this I know is my last ball, connects nicely to the black in the middle. So it's a case of figuring out the order of these two, followed by those three, followed by this one, followed by the black. Right, so next I've got this red. I can screw back to roughly where I am now to have this red in the middle next. From there, I'm going to play this red, come down into a position like this to be able to play this red next. From there, I'm going to play this red, come off the cushion and land somewhere like this to be able to play that red past the other red. I'm going to play this red into the corner, leave myself here to be able to play this red next, moving myself up. I'm going to play this red in. Let me start that again. I'm going to play this red next, leave myself here, followed by this red into the corner to be able to come up table to here, and then pop this red last, followed by the black into the middle. Please get this first shot right. It's a half pocket. You dick. What are you doing out there, man? Fucking idiots. Guy's on his pneumatic drill now. He's put his angle grinder away and he's on his pneumatic drill, and I can't do the video whilst he's doing that. Oh my god. I mean, I've got to, I'll just mute it. Whatever. Play it in between breaks with his drill. Fuck. It's all about the audio. 11 o'clock at night. I know, it's mental. Can you guys hear that? Right, he's got a break. Come on. Oh! This is so typical. I know you can't hear it on YouTube, but you'll definitely hear it on my head camera. I'm just going to wait until he stops. Right, same thing. Just got to wait for a break in, play. You fucking idiot made me miss. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm doing it again, I don't even give a fuck. Sorry, excuse my French, but I don't care. I'm playing that shot again. You guys can watch this video when it's up and tell me I messed up. But I'm not having some knob on a drill at 11 o'clock at night dictate whether I make a clearance or not. Still can't make it. Alright, no excuse there. Flustered. That's all it is, flustered. Alright, thanks so much for watching this episode, and I will see you on the next one. I don't even care. Honestly, that's going to make a video. You guys can comment on it all you want, but I'm not having a knob on a drill dictate my night. Absolutely terrible. Mate, who does that at 10:42 in the evening? What did I mean about getting percentages wrong? So, right, I'll show you what I mean by percentages. Percentage pull. Any normal person would look at that and be like, right, I'm going to play safe. I'm already looking for a way of trying to clear that up. That's percentage pull. The percentage is to play safe, cover pockets, make it difficult for your opponent. For me, I'm like, might be able to plant that, might be able to break that out, might be able to do that with that, which is just not the right way of thinking. So I just don't really. I play the low percentage clearances, which make me feel really good. Let's do it again. So this is, again, like a really low percentage finish. You're not going to clear up from here with, you wouldn't with yellows. I'm already thinking, I might get a finish here with reds, but if I play that as a plant first, I'm already looking at a plant, first ball. Why would you do that? But I'm doing it for fun. Because it's more fun, that's why. And I'm still looking, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get a clearance here. Again, just low percentage. Play the low percentage shot, foul, opponent clears up easily. That's my biggest problem when it comes to pool. That's why it's called attacking 8-ball, exactly. No worries, man. Yeah, the best players in the world, like the top pros, they just play the percentages very, very well. To be fair, most pros play the percentages, but I think the thing that the others, the high level pros, like Tom Cousins, have to like low level pros, is being able to do it more consistently. That's all. So they play the percentage more consistently. They get the cue ball in the right position more consistently. Like that's all the difference is really. The second I take my head camera off, we're left with not an easy finish, but it's much easier than I've seen tonight so far. Alright, let's go reds and let's get a finish within a minute. And I'll tell you the exact order. How about that one? Right, them apples. Right. So I've got to tell you the finish first, then I've got to make the finish. Okay. And I've got to double the black. Alright. Ball 1 to there. 2 goes in there. 3 goes in there. 4. No, I'm not going to double the black actually. What I'm talking about. 4, 5, 6, 7 go. This one is last. 8. Second ball is the hardest. Called it. This ball ain't easy. Change the order. That's just me messing around. I probably could have got a finish there if I'd actually slowed down and done it properly, but it is what it is. Favourite pool player? Difference between favourite to watch and the person who I'd most like to be like. So I'd like to be, in terms of like temperament and in terms of overall ability and consistency when it comes to like cue action, when it comes to setting up the shot. A guy called Liam Dunster who plays on the IPA tour. I'd love to have his temperament. He's like a robot. In terms of watching, difficult. Someone who plays like me, so Chris Melling goes for everything. Anyone who goes for anything. Decent-ish layout again. What colour are we going? Reds or yellows? The most popular colour in the chat, I'll go for that. Whichever one in the chat's got the most comments. Ugh, why are you all saying reds? I know, because they're better. Got ya. Problem with reds is this ball, but I'm going to try and move that first shot. No, I'm not. Am I? Yeah, I'm going to try and move that first shot with this one. Now you've got a choice of 3 balls. You go 1, 2, 3. Good thing about this one, you get this one out as well. It's probably not best to leave those too long. But then getting from this ball to another red, you've got a little bit of traffic here with the black and the yellow, so it's not mega easy. Probably going to end up doubling this one, regardless. Yeah, we're going this one first. I don't know why I'm looking for this gap, but I'm trying to feed through this gap between black and yellow and land in somewhere like that. I should just play this with top right and come here and go through this gap, but no. Alright. Sort of in position still. Probably going to be leaving this one long. Third, so that's not wise at all. Why would you leave it long? I'll leave it long next, actually. This is my last red. I'm going to play this ball, land there, play this ball, land there, play this ball, land here, pop that as a double, screw back to here, play the black. It's all about whether I'm straight on this ball next. I have to be straight. If I'm not, I'm probably not going to play it to the in off. Straight enough. Fuck off, Supreme. Do me a favour. This is the late night show and I'm allowed to swear. That ball was in the middle of the pocket. So irritating, man. I need to put some Revive down these pockets. They are starting to get a little bit grippy. Worst thing about this table, just get bounce outs, man. That's centre pocket. Terrible. I had that exact same thing happen to me in a tournament at 4-all. Literally the identical double as well. And it was my last yellow for a straight black down the rail. And it bounced out like that. Biggest tip for someone trying to get their first break dish. If you're not consistently potting balls, don't even think about getting a dish. Just think about maybe potting 1 or 2 balls back to back. Otherwise, just keep playing the game and it will come. As long as you're enjoying the game, you'll eventually get there. All right, what colour are you going? Reds or yellows? Let's see it. I'm not sure. I think the Rasson Apollo. Well, the Rasson Apollo has added in a 3rd dimension to the middle pockets, which is really interesting to watch, and it's great to like experience that and play that. I'll show you what I mean in a sec. All right, so we look at the reds. This is the only real bad red. All of the other reds, those go into that corner. They also go into that corner. I don't like this yellow. Yeah, I'm going reds. I'm going reds. I think I can deal with that problem. It's, again, percentage pool, 90% of professional ball players would go yellows here because every yellow has a pocket. But for me, I'm thinking I don't like that ball. So that's my problem. Me not liking that is making me choose to go for a problem. ball. Just because I think I'll get that out. So, first shot, this one, leave this one to here. Or play it like that. Right, anyway, I was saying, second. Come over to here maybe, something like that. This is a dead straight plant. I should have looked at that earlier. Dead straight plant on these two reds. I could have used it to try and get on that red. That's really poor to not see that. They both, does that still go up there? Yeah, it does. Well, I'm not too worried. Keep going, ball, keep going, ball. Ha, he's on the plant. You on, get up, yeah. All I wanted in that clearance was this plant. So yeah, percentages, you go reds. Boom. Yeah, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Again, for anyone who's in Belfast, I will be in Belfast tomorrow for the weekend. I've got 3, I guess you call them exhibition, not really an exhibition, but I guess you call it an exhibition. 3 exhibitions booked in. Friday at 5 PM, Saturday at 5 PM, Sunday, like, I think afternoon. How much practice? All depends on the individual. Just keep practicing till you become consistent with your shots. When am I coming to South Africa? Probably 2025/2026, around about a year from now, I'd like to think. Any plans on coming to Dublin? Yes, December I'm hoping to come to Dublin. I've just got to figure it out. All right, again, what colour would you guys go here? Right in the chat, reds or yellows? Will I get the rest on table? Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. I think the problem with reds is they're all going to be long shots. They're all going to be shots which are covering distance. I'm not too worried about these two. This is the last red. This is second to last. So then landing on, this is first. This will probably be second, which means that ball has to get you on this ball, to get you on that ball, to get you on the black. With yellows, the yellows are just generally more in the open play. They're all closer together than the reds are. I don't know, something about the yellows, I just don't like. I'm going to try and get that order on reds that I just said. It's all about the first shot. So I'd have to land here to play this ball to come over here, straight on that red after this. That's where I want to land. Give or take. I'll leave myself difficult black here, I think. Or I might not. cool. How far are you off pro level? I mean, I played on the IPA tour last season in the amateurs and I finished 21st. Top 16 made pro, so I was 5 places off. However, if I'd made pro, someone asked me this a couple of days ago. Yeah, I'll be in Belfast Friday to Sunday. Specifically, I'll be in Blackstaff Pool Hall on Saturday from 5 p.m. Yeah, someone asked me this the other day. Say there's about 85-ish pros on the Ultimate Pool Tour. I reckon if I got pro status, I'd do well to make the top 60. I'd do very well to make the top 60. I think I'd probably be floating 70th to 75th with 70th to 85th with a little bit of luck. Again, it's all just consistency, really, and playing the percentages, which is what I don't do. Bigger snooker because it didn't get the break in the 60s like snooker did. Snooker got a break from the introduction of colour TV and it became a household thing in the 60s. It also got loads of sponsorship, which still carries through to this day. But pool is building massively. Pool's getting much bigger. Josh, good to see you, mate. Do I not get bored? No, I see it like I'm reading a book. Actually, I'll tell you, it's more realistic. I see pool as like doing a jigsaw puzzle, which, if you're someone who likes jigsaw puzzles, you see them as like being relaxing, allows you to focus. Yeah, that's how I see pool. It's just a giant jigsaw puzzle. What rules you playing at Lavery's? Depends. I'll play either black ball or international. The opponent of each individual game can choose what rules we play. Same with anywhere I visit. The only issue is this weekend I'm not going to have my cue because it would have cost me an extra 150 quid. So I do have an excuse if I lose any games. See this percentage pool. Probably wouldn't go for a finish here. I'm going for one. It's more fun. Middle. It's a shame I missed that first shot, otherwise that would have been a clearance. Get the head camera on, yeah. Probably should, shouldn't I? Thing is, when I put the head camera on, I overthink, because I'd never talk through like a finish like that if I was just playing like this. I just pop balls. But whenever I put that head camera on, my head just goes in a spin. and I'm doing like takes, like I'm on a TV show. But it's worth it because it gives you guys an insight in what it's like playing pool. So, what's the one shot I struggle with? Rail shots and playing with check side when a ball is on the rail, or running side as it's called, or reverse side, whatever the hell you want to call it. Something go in. So I could probably get into the pool coaching side of things. I have a degree in sports coaching. That's my background. I've coached sports for 20 years. But I don't know. That's not a good shot. Ooh. All right, we've got to play a carom here. Ugh, yuck. No, I'm 38, mate. I'm old. Hence why I've got my new shirts made. Hopefully you like it. That's my logo, and that's this new thing that I'm doing called 40 by 40. I want to hit 40 countries and play pool in each country. You guys on TikTok can see it, right? 40 by 40 is the new challenge. I want to hit 40 countries by the time I'm 40. Northern Ireland tomorrow is going to be country number 2. Morocco was last month. I've got a lot to hit. 20 countries in Europe. There's about 10 in Asia. And then the rest are like Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, US, Canada, and South Africa. And I'm looking for, if there's anyone on here who's interested, I'm looking for sponsorship for it. So if you are someone who wants to get involved with the series, now normally with pool sponsorship, you're probably used to putting like your logo on a shirt and then you just have your business logo or named in videos or something, or it's on my table like I've got this picture for. Looking for something slightly different. Looking for a sponsor who would help invest in the business or in the actual challenge, which would allow me to complete it. I'll post content which will get money and I'll give you a percentage. So if you've got a business that you think would enjoy that, or you're an individual who would want to do that without me actually promoting your business, and you want to make money from social media, give me a shout. It's not just then having your logo on a t-shirt, it's you actually watching videos and being like, oh, I'm making money right now from this video. Awesome. Right. Don't know. Luke, if you're actually interested, message me. I'll give you ideas of what I've got in mind in terms of percentages and stuff like that. Oh, got to go yellows here. Rasson or Supreme? Rasson. What chalk do I use? I use Town V10. I just like the Rasson tables, they're so classy and they're fun. It's all well and good being able to pull off one shot like that, but it's the consistency to win matches. No. Biggest error when it comes to technique that you see an amateur do. Head movement is probably a thing, yeah. I'd say that's up there. Yeah, lifting off the shot before they've actually even played it. Things like that aren't great when you're talking about fundamentals. The chicken wing is exactly what I have with my technique. It's not ideal, but I make it work somewhat. It's not perfect, but it works-ish. Right, what are we doing now then? What are we doing now with this mess? So you're gonna go. No. It's annoying. Don't think. God, I have to land back where I am now to be able to have a chance of getting on that from this ball. So I've got to pop this and try and screw off the red. Did it as well. Oh, all right, we'll get reds instead. Someone said, "Oh, I'll be reds." All right, you're reds now. This is your first shot, and you missed. Devastating. Mine? Oh, I know. Yeah, I cue across the ball. I've done that all my life. But I don't care enough about getting better to drop it. I just do what works for me. As long as I can. Really, my biggest issue is my lower back. As long as I can pop balls, then that's all that matters to me. Greatest English pool player of all time. It's an argument between Tom Cousins and Mick Hill. Generally known as the two best of all time. Alright, let's get a really fast clearance. Ugh. Where's the cue ball going? Alright, I'm probably going to head off in a bit. I'll try and do a speed clearance though. Let's do that. Best cue, link is in my bio. No. Yeah, the Ultimate Pool Master Cue is the one I'd recommend. There's about 6 to choose from. The difference is the colours. Come on. What a mess. It's a mess. Reds. There's 40 seconds on the clock. Can he make the clearance? Probably not. In fact, there's 20 seconds on the clock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Cue ball, same time. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more then. One more speed clearance like that. And then it's a flight, 1 o'clock flight tomorrow afternoon, straight to Belfast. Hour and 20 minutes. Boom. Let's go. Start again. There was too many problems there to figure out. I was never going to be able to do a speed clearance. Alright, last one then. Tell you what, let's try and break the 39-second TikTok speed clearance record in one go. So I've got 39 seconds. I'll pop the balls in any order. The only rule is the cue ball, the time starts when the cue ball stops. Let's get that cue ball coming straight back to the cue, hopefully. Or not, didn't want it anyway. Alright, let's go again. Set up perfectly. If you're setting them up different to that, you're playing outdated rules. Something going, surely. Killed the time with that shot. Terrible. Probably would have been about a minute, but last one then. I know I said that was the last one, but this is the last one really. I need to pop 5 balls on the break, I've decided. Tell you what, let's do it with the head camera on. See if we can get video out of it. Let's go. How's it going tonight? Good to see you, mate. Alright, first and last attempt doing this with my head camera on. Need 4 balls on the break, 4 or 5, come on. It's not the cue ball. go until I get a legal break at least. If it's a dry break, I'll probably start again because I'm not going to get 15 balls in under a minute. Okay, come on. Start again. Can't be leaving myself that plant as my first shot, expecting to be able to play it. And it was a dry break as well, so. Alright, come on. Let's go. It's a disgusting layout of the balls. Oh my god, 4 balls down and they leave me like that. Absolute mess. If they were in the open, that's a record going there. Frustrating. Frustrating. Do I need a break cue? Yes. Okay, come on. I'll go for a little bit longer. I didn't hit the gym today, so this can count as my cardio. Come on, just one good break with everything out in the open. Fucking not gonna get it with no balls down. Not gonna get it. I need like 3 or 4 balls to go down on the break. Mine England right now, yes. Come on. Twat. Fuck you, you little twat. Well, that's me done. That would have been quick as well. Only those last 2 balls were easy. No, it don't matter on the order of the balls, as long as you make them. Probably would have been a good finish as well. Probably would have been fast. So 40 seconds if I've made it. No. Haven't got enough speed. Nearly. 26? Bloody hell. That was fast. Oh, when I missed that yellow, there's no way I was on 26, surely. Surely not. Alright. See you later, mate. Get the set. Make sure you use my discount code. If you do, you get a, well, yeah, you get a discount. Shock. Yeah, just take a look and let me know what you think. Oh, that's annoying. Should have just kept going, eh? Should have kept going. Alright. Cool, I'm going to shoot off. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be in Belfast tomorrow from, I don't know when, but I'll be there. Be sure to tune in. Thanks guys on TikTok for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for all your comments and everything. And hopefully see some of you in Belfast tomorrow. Have a good night. Whew. Guys on YouTube, thanks so much for tuning in. Si and Si, thanks so much for your comments.